Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside Beneil Dariush, who meets Evan Dunham this Saturday on the UFC 216 pay-per-view main card. Beneil, it's good to see you. Of course, you're preparing for the fight, but there's a lot going on here in Las Vegas, and I'm just wondering, as one of the athletes who's competing on Saturday night, and you've been here for a couple days now, what is it like focusing on the fight, but also being in this town just a few days after the horrific tragedy on Sunday night?
So we were actually on the Strip on Sunday. Sunday's usually my day off, and I like to go for a walk just because my body gets kind of stiff. And so we walked outside on the Strip, and then we started getting the reports and people talking. So we went straight back to the car. But all night we were looking at the news to see what's going on, and they just said 50 injured, 2 dead. That's what we knew, and then we woke up in the morning, and the number had changed to 500 injured and 59 passed, and man, I was kind of heartbroken because I was right there,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know what to even think at the time, and it still feels that way. I just don't get, like, what does that even do? What was the purpose of that? I don't think it accomplished anything, so it just heartbroken is the best way to put it.
Is it hard to focus on your task on Saturday?
When it comes to fighting, as soon as I get a warm up and I touch gloves, it's natural. It's what I've been doing for a while now. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. I can get inside that octagon and fight on any given day without any problem. Some days I might not be at as good as shape, but I can guarantee you I'll go out there and still fight and do my best. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. I'm just it's on my mind, that's all.
Do you feel like the buzz here in Vegas is a little different since that happened?
Yeah. So obviously smaller crowd everywhere, but also you can see everybody's a little bit more worried, a little bit more tense. Security is through the roof, police everywhere, and then it just keeps reminding you of what happened, reminding me of what happened, and it's just heartbreaking.
I believe UFC 216 will be the first major event in the city since Sunday night. There'll be some smaller things, but this is like the first major sporting event and first major event at an MGM property. Do you take any pride? I mean, in sports, you're kind of an escape valve for people, right? People watch sports and watch fights on Saturday to forget about things. Do you take pride in sort of being that symbol for others?
I didn't really think about it like that, but if it helps, for sure, then I would take a lot of pride in it. If it gets people's minds off, if it helps them even for a second, especially the victims and the families, I would be really happy. So I don't know about pride, but I would have a lot of joy.
Transitioning to your career now, you're coming off a tough loss back in March to Edson Barbosa, and it seemed like Evan Dunham was very much wanting to fight you, and you kind of took that as a personal challenge, right? When you heard about that, why were you so motivated by his particular call-out? Because you've been called out before.
So when you get called out, it's normal with all the call-outs. I've always been like to my manager, Ali, hey, let's do this. Why is he calling me out? For someone to call me out, they're basically saying, oh, I got this. I can take this guy. I guarantee it. Evan thinks he can shut me down. He has the game, the style to beat me, and I take that personally. I train very hard. I don't think anybody should be calling me out, but if they do, I'm going to have to shut them down.
He has been inactive. He's on a winning streak, but he hasn't fought in quite some time, around a year or so. He's been battling injuries. What kind of Evan Dunham are you expecting?
So he's been doing this like one fight a year for a while now. Like I think his last 3-4 fights, it's been like this. So he always comes out looking sharp in his fight. So I'm looking at the best Evan Dunham. I don't want to even think about, oh, he's going to come in here slow or something like that. He's done this each year. He's taken almost a year off between each fights, and he's looked good each fight. So maybe it's actually working for him. So instead of taking him lightly, I put it the other way around. I'm assuming he's coming in at his best.
After a knockout like that, what's your mindset like? Do you feel like you'll be a little hesitant at first? Do you feel like you'll be a little tentative?
My first loss, it was kind of similar, and I was hesitant inside the octagon a little bit, but just the way I've been feeling in training and the way I've been moving, I really don't believe. I think I'm going to be the sharpest I've ever been. This has been feeling one of the best camps ever.
Wow. And what's the difference this time?
Um, I think motivation obviously is one thing. Losing sucks. I had to sit out of sparring for 3 months. So, again, I'm spending all that time just like watching people do what I want to do. I spend more time doing mitts. I spend a lot of time running. And I just feel while I took that time off, it was actually a really good thing for me, which I normally hate because I prefer to fight consistently. I feel it keeps me sharp, but this one time, I feel like it's going to make a big difference.
By the way, I'm liking the salt and pepper hair. A little bit of a wiser Beneil Dariush, a more mature. Is this a new thing? Is this a new development?
Yeah, last couple of years, it's just been going fast, fast. Next 2 years, I might be more salt and pepper.
That's cool. That's cool. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Don't be dying that.
No, none of that. Maybe if I get married, my wife's like, just for the wedding day, but at this point, I don't think so. It's going to stay this way.
Well, good to see you back. Best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.